good old man, little suspecting that his precious mortar had been broken and burned, wondered why his neighbors did not bring it back to him. One night the dog up, appeared to him again in a dream and told him what had happened, adding that if he would take the ashes of the burnt mortar and sprinkle on withered trees. Withered trees. The trees would revive and suddenly put out flowers. After saying this, the dream vanished, and the old man, who heard for the first time of the loss of his mortar, ran out weeping to the neighbor's house and begged them at any rate to give him back the ashes of his treasure. Having obtained it, he returned home and made a trial of their virtues upon a withered cherry tree, which upon being touched by the ashes immediately began to spot, sprout and blossom. When he saw this wonderful effect, he put the ashes into a basket and went about the country, announcing himself as an old man who had the power of bringing dead trees to life again. A certain prince, hearing of this and thinking it a mighty strange thing, sent for the old fellow, who showed his power by causing all the withered plum and cherry trees to shoot out and put forth flowers. So the prince gave him a rich reward, 2 pieces of silk and cloth and other presents, and sent him home rejoicing. As soon as the neighbors heard of this, they collected all the ashes that remained, and having put them in a basket, he, wicked old man, went out into the castle town and gave out that he was the old man who had the power of reviving dead trees, reviving dead trees and causing them to flower. He had not to wait long before he was called into prince's place and order to exhibit his power. But when he climbed up into a withered tree and began to scatter the ashes, not a bud or flower appeared, but the ashes all flew into the prince's eyes and mouth, blinking, blending, and choking him. When the prince's retainers saw this, they seized the old man and beat him almost to death, so that he crawled off home in a very sorry pleasant flight. When he and his wife found out what a trap they had fallen into, they scolded themselves. The good old man and woman, as soon as they heard of their neighbor's distress, sent for them, and after reproving them for their greed and cruelty, cruelty, gave them a share of their own riches, which by repeated strokes of luck had now increased to a goodly sum. So the wicked old people mended their ways and led good and virtuous lives ever after. Glossaries. Titbit, noun, a small piece of tasty food. Wagging, noun, moving or causing to move rapidly to and fro. Covetous, covetous, adjective, having or showing a great desire to possess something belonging to someone else. Opposite, verb, make someone legally or morally bound to do something. Mortar, noun, a hard, strong bond in which substance are crushed to powder. Withered, verb, become dry and shriveled. Thank you, friends.